morning, Ghana. We are right here in Koforidua Technical University in the eastern part of Ghana, and students are here to cast in their votes for the next Student Representative Council executives. This is a common annual tradition that goes on in every university across the country. And there are about 28 candidates battling for just 8 portfolios. Amongst these are the President, S.R.C organizer, PRO, and many others. So I'm going to be with you for the next 8 to 10 hours, giving you live updates of the general elections. My name is Matilda Delali, reporting for Kampusstyle. And on this day, I'll be doing this with Jake. So over to you, Jake.
Alright, so thank you so much, Dela, for the nice intro. This is still Koforidua Technical University. My name is Jake, and then I'll be doing this with Dela within the next 8 to 10 hours. Kampusstyle, and then we are inside Koforidua Technical University, once again covering their S.R.C annual elections. I have with me here the S.R.C president, who will be handing over in some few days. So I'll call him here. We ask him 1 or 2 questions about his reign so far. And so let us get to the S.R.C president and then ask him 1 or 2 questions. Okay, so with me here is the current S.R.C president for the Koforidua Technical University Student Representative Council. Mr. President, how are you?
Thank you. I'm fine.
All right, so you are welcome to Kampusstyle.
Okay.
This is the annual elections for S.R.C, where we elect new executives. As at last year, you were in this same position being elected for. What was the feeling about last year?
Well, actually, it has been a very great feeling. It gives me the reminder of how we were also championing the cause to be elected as well. It was a nice experience, very challenging, wasn't easy at all, but then our hard work and God's intervention placed us at this place.
Okay, so Mr. President, about last year by this time, the expectations that Elom was going to emerge winner for the elections was very low. How did you do it?
Well, I believe that everything goes to God in the first place, and in the second place should be my team members, and then me myself as well, because if you don't put hard work and persistence to whatever you do, you can never achieve success. So I believe that with God's help and intervention and His grace, we were able to persist, and hard work also paid us. That also got us here.
All right, so there were some promises you made to the student body, and then for that reasons they voted you into power. Looking at your performance for this period you've been S.R.C president, do you believe you've achieved those promises you give to the students?
Well, basically, promises they say, but then I see it as things that are mandated of us to do. So in coming into office within the period that we have been able to serve, I believe that we've been able to transform and then impact as we said we will do. So far we've been able to achieve some, not all though, because of the time constraints and then some few challenges. But then I believe that as it stands now, we've been able to do much of what we've been able to.
Okay, so today hopefully you are going to get a succeeder, someone who's going to succeed you. And are you very confident that you are done with everything you promised the students, or within this time and the day you'll be handing over, you still have some activities to complete?
Well, we are still working, and then some activities are still on in the pipeline, as people will say. It's a political talk.
All right.
But then I want to assure each and everyone who would view this that by the time that my handing over will be due, I'll make sure that I accomplish whatever I said would be done.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. President, for having time with us on Kampusstyle.
Thank you too.
All right, so that was the S.R.C president for the Koforidua Technical University Student Representative Council. This is still Kampusstyle, and then my name is still Emmanuel, live inside Koforidua Technical University S.R.C elections for the 2019-2020 academic year. Stay tuned.
Okay, so we are still on the general elections in Koforidua Technical University, and I'm here with Samiratu Al-Hassan, one of the candidates vying for the position of S.R.C secretary. Okay, Samiratu, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
How's your feeling?
I'm feeling okay. It's normal.
Okay, what's your expectation? What are you expecting at the end of this day?
Being the first or being the winner. Yeah.
Okay, so what if it turns out bad? What will you do?
I'll be okay because in every competition, is either you have a win or lose. So if you are to lose, it doesn't mean that's the end of it. It will rather encourage you. So I'd rather be encouraged to move on and do something better.
Okay, so to out there, what are some of your policies when you get the S.R.C secretary? What are you going to do for the school?
Okay, one thing I would like to do is to work on both the electronic and manual system of filing, because one thing I've noticed is currently S.R.C executive secretary, she had a problem with her machine and lost most of the information. So if she was to have a hard copy of it, she wouldn't have mess up. I would say mess up. So looking at one of my policies, should I be elected, I'll work on the manual and the electronic system of filing so I don't lose any documents. Yeah.
Okay, so as you are supporting yourself, which other portfolio are you supporting? I mean, amongst the president, who are you supporting?
Actually, I'm not supporting anyone, but anyone who wins, I'm ever ready to work with the person. Should I also win?
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best in today's election. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much too.
Alright, so we are still inside Koforidua Technical University. As you can see, I have with me Marie and then her running mate. So we'll have a short word with them and then we'll leave them to go and continue with their activities. Marie, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Alright, all too soon, elections is here. Today we are voting. What are your expectations for today?
We are winning today.
You are winning today.
Yes.
And then you believe so much that you have sold your policies so well to the students.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Okay, so what if the unexpected happens today? What if you do not win? What is going to be your reaction?
We'll take it in good faith. The students will decide.
All right, the students will decide.
Yeah.
All right, so let me quickly go to your running mates. Sir, how are you doing?
I'm good.
What
good.
measures have you put in place to support Marie, being the strong gentleman behind her?
I have my boys around and some few ladies who are helping, going around to move people to come on board to come and vote. You know, there's an unofficial day for especially the regular students for voting. So another challenge is how to get students to come and vote. And we've put in necessary measures to go and then go around, take students to come around and then vote for us. But we are very, very, very optimistic that we are winning today. Nothing is preventing us from losing, from winning. We are not losing. We are the winning team.
All right.
Yeah.
You are not losing. You are the winning team.
Yeah.
Now, politics is a game of chance.
Sure.
So, should the unexpected happen, what measures do you put in place?
As my president said, we'll take it in good faith.
Okay.
And then we'll avail ourselves to the one who will win. Should he need our help, we are ready.
All right.
Yeah.
So we are still on Kampusstyle, and then I just spoke to Marie, and then her running mate contesting for the position of the S.R.C presidency, and then most especially, she is the only female candidate in this particular portfolio. Stay with me as we go around and then talk to some other candidates. Thank you so much for being with us here. Okay. Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This what's your name?
I'm Gloria.
How long have you been here since this morning?
I think it's been 4 hours.
And have you voted yet?
Nope.
Okay, who are you supporting among the presidents?
Safo.
Why are you supporting him?
He's really the man for the game. Like, he's actually the right choice.
Okay, so what are some of his visions and why you're actually supporting him?
For structural development and academic, like a lot. Like, his policies are really him. So
Okay, so by the end of this day, what are you expecting?
the best man wins, and I'm hoping Safo wins actually. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I hope you have a good day. Hi. Thank you.
Right. So we are still inside Koforidua Technical University covering their S.R.C annual elections, and then I have with me here one of the renowned hostels known inside Koforidua and then across the country. I have their president here, president of Universal Hall, right?
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, yes, Animal Kingdom. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, sir.
Okay, so usually we see that the animal kingdom comes around later in the day to vote. What changed today?
You know, I don't know if you've heard about our whole week program. There is a whole week. We started from last Monday, and today the program is pool party. And you know, pool party is all about having fun.
Yeah.
And it starts 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And we know when we go for the program, there's no way we come back to vote. So we thought it's wise to come early and vote before we go for the program. So that's why we are here early today.
Okay. So again, the animal kingdom has been known to be one of the best hostels around.
It's not one. It's the best hostel.
It's the best. Okay. So what makes you so different from the rest?
You know, in KTU, Animal Kingdom is the only traditional hall on campus, and the other hostels, they are just hostels, and even some like Get Point is just a boarding house. And you know, when you go to a traditional hostel, you have some things we practice. Okay. And as you can know, if you know us much, you can see this house we practice so many things. People will say the animals, they misbehave and some stuff.
Okay.
But if you can see, we always go for the right thing. When this house is misbehaving, we come in to put them on their track. Okay. Doesn't mean we just come to misbehave, but we want to tell them they should serve the people well. Okay. So Universal, our main motive is to do justice, is also to do the right thing, that's all.
Okay. And again, we have known Universal to be one of the hostels that when we see you come around to vote like this, you come and then you rally behind particular persons.
Yeah.
This year, which people are Animal Kingdom rallying behind?
That one there, you know, as I always say, this is a traditional house.
Okay.
It's like Otunfo.
Okay.
Mahama will go there, Nanado will go there, Baumia, everyone will go there.
Okay.
So as a traditional hall, we believe we have to welcome everyone.
Okay.
So voting is about whom you believe in and who you think can do the best thing.
Okay.
So we've spoken to our people and we know whom we are going to vote for. So that one there is in our mind. I don't think we have to disclose it to the public.
All right. Yeah. And then finally, we have also known the Animal Kingdom to be one of the hostels that have got the strength when it comes to Jama. Yes. It's a hall. It's a hall. Okay, sorry. Thank you for that. So one of the halls that are known to have the strength for Jama.
Sure.
What is the motivation behind that strength?
You know, schooling is not about being serious in books alone. Okay. It's about trying to get exposure in other stuff.
Okay.
So we as a whole, we see it's like let's bring something on board like Jama. So normally on Fridays after lectures, that's 5, you all gather in the front of the house, do some small morale. You know, after it you feel like some stress is gone, you are a bit relaxed. So when you take the book, it will just go pa 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 pa. It won't be like always take your book, learn. I don't think that will be possible.
All right.
You get it?
All right.
So adding Jama to the academics still makes it jet. Yeah.
All right. So before you leave, can you and your boys?
That's the last question.
Yes. Before you leave, can you and your boys give us some of the stress reliever?
As in the Jama.
Yes. Something small for us.
Unless there's lectures going on, I don't
something
want
small,
us
something small.
to distract.
We wouldn't make any noise. Just something small for us.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Are you an animal? Yes, you are trying me one try. Kingdom, 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 yam ye bro. Kingdom, yam ye bro. Kingdom, yam ye bro. Kingdom, yam ye bro. Kingdom, yam ye. Yeah, Oma. Yeah, Oma. Yeah, Oma. Kingdom, yam ye bro.
All right, thank you so much. So that was the Universal Horn, popularly known as the Kingdom, Animal Kingdoms inside Koforidua Technical University, and then they came here to cast their vote. They are leaving us because they have a pool party to climax their week celebration. Still inside Koforidua Technical University, reporting live for Kampusstyle. Alright, so still inside Koforidua Technical University. I've just spotted the S.R.C. Chief Justice and then one of the renowned student politicians right here. So we'll just move over to them and then have a short interaction with the two of them. Gentlemen, how are you doing? Alright, so you are the S.R.C. Chief Justice, and then before today we recorded a number of injunctions and complaints coming from various students. How were you able to handle it?
Okay, thank you very much. And let me use this opportunity to extend greetings to all the student fraternity. In fact, it was a good thing. It is good to test the law, to know how far things are going, and to go straight to your question, how I handle it. You see, we have rules and regulations, we have our constitution. So the question is, what does the constitution say? And there are times that you have to create a consensus with people. Why do you bring forward the direction? Let's sit down, let's talk about it. I think this is one of the methods that we used in curbing that means when talking.
Okay. So after curbing all these issues as and when they came, are we very confident that today's election will come to an end and we are not going to receive any complaints?
Very, very well. We know the measures that we put in place. In Akani, I say, so when it came, it's a room for us to also adapt and then improve ourselves. So we know the mechanisms that we put in place and we believe that everything right.
Okay, so what are some of the mechanisms that you have put in place?
We have to check the system. The system is the engine of the election. So we have to know that your system is rightly checked. And yesterday we did a pilot and it was okay for us. We saw people asking very intelligent questions, and we had one or two potholes in the system and rectified everything, and they are all okay. And then two, we have to also make sure that the people manning the process, they are legible and everything is in place in order. And one of the challenges presently was even discussing with my gentleman was the timing. So assuming we started around like 11 o'clock, then we have to also extend the time for them to get their goal on the time to vote. So all these things.
Now, Kampusstyle has, for the past years, followed elections in various universities. And we have recorded that even when the system has been tested, we start elections and students complain of the machines freezing. Once they resume, we see an increase in somebody's votes, and then students are complaining over the issue. How sure are you that this particular software is not going to bring such feedbacks?
Oh, wow, that's a very nice question. I think in signing the contract with the service provider, we incorporated all these terms in it. That in a moment where the machine freezes and it comes in, and let's say, as you are saying, somebody's vote will increase abnormally. Let's say, assuming I am having 50 and you are having 60, and the machine freezes, and when it came, my vote has increased to about 200. It is very abnormal. Within that short time frame, how many people went to vote? And if it happens like that, we are going to nullify the votes, and then the service provider is going to pay us any cost that we have incurred. Then you also pay him. So it is something that we place in. It is one of the things in the contract.
Thank you so much. Let me quickly move to my gentleman. How are you guys? So you are known to be one of the renowned controversial politicians on campus. You are known to be one of those persons on campus as far as student politics is concerned. Now, what have you seen as far as this particular year's election is concerned? Do you think the measures put in place are in their right directions?
I saw a bit of some of the political bodies. I believe the Dean of Students together with the Associate did their best. They sat on it, cleared it, massaged everything to ask satisfaction. Further, other people brought an external injunction, and their plea was also massaged. They signed an MOU. And I think from there, the Electoral Commission of together with the I believe this year's election, people are worried about the turnout, but I've been here for about 2 hours, gone around, spoken to some students, and I believe that you test turnout as compared to that. Students should check it coming from everybody.
Okay, and then this university in particular has always had their elections on weekends. Now we are having it on a weekend, and then students are complaining a little about the fact that it was not organized on the weekend. Some say that it was not organized on the weekend to favor particular.
Weekend students are workers. When it comes to campus, morning students or regular students, we have devoted ourselves to Monday to Sunday. Weekend students pay S.R.C. I personally speak to S.R.C. president after HFD I'm applying for the and when I apply for the tech and elections is held on Wednesday, I will see S.R.C. because I cannot come from a good service. So I believe with this innovation we go a long way to help S.R.C. and to avoid all those kind of court cases when it comes to students. I believe it is a great move and I will request or recommend that elections are held on weekends so that everybody would have a portion of the cake.
Alright. I would want to talk about the various positions and in particular let's talk about the presidency. One that has contested for such a position before. Do you have a candidate in this particular presidential elections?
I have a candidate and my candidate is the president. I myself am inspired and I look forward to work with anybody who wins president at the national level. And so all of them, when you do them one after the other, you know that some have more opportunities than the other. And so we look forward that going forward, those who have so much opportunities to work for the future emerge winners.
Okay, so again, being a student politician, being in this student politics for quite a number of years, looking at how things have gone, whom do you think can pick up the victory as far as presidency is concerned?
As I said, a few number of them have, I wouldn't want to mention names or teams, but then it's a reflection of the students' interest. I have done a bit of survey with students and you know that there are I think 4 teams who the student really wants. And when you read down their manifesto, you see their policy statement is direct to students' interest. Although 8 of them have, but you see, when you are part one, not all of us who can come out of it. And people put in dedication and devotion to what they do. So I think it will yield them the best. Those who put so much dedication and interest in what they are doing.
Alright, now, Kampusstyle has again recorded that you are contesting for a national position. You are looking forward to occupy a national position for the students' body. What plans do you have for the entire students' body as far as technical universities are concerned? And then your final words to
following the national mother union, that is Geneva, I have seen that always the portfolio that I would want to occupy when giving the money, that is the research and over the years, 2-3 years, I've started following Geneva. I have seen that when they come, their core mandate is to check the welfare of the students and also add up research work for the union to help in the development of technical education. But I feel that when it comes to that aspect, their research work, they are failing because all the research work that has been done, I don't see the reflection. If I would go forward to mention the Convention of Polytechnics to Technical Universities and improvement so far, we have done this research topic for about 4 years and I don't see the impact on technical education. So that is when we look forward to make sure that our work really reflects when it comes to the local institutions, for them to have a feel of the mother union, because captations they don't pay because they don't see what the union does for them. There's somebody here who doesn't know that there is a mother union somewhere that students apply for positions and then when they win they are to serve the local institution through the local ambassadors. So we seek to coordinate the local ambassadors to the national level and also back to the local institution for them to realize that indeed the union they are paying capitation and dues to are working effectively for their interests.
Thank you so much for your time at Kampusstyle. Mr. Chief Justice, can you give your final words out to the entire state?
Alright, I'll just encourage them to come and vote in our others and vote for diversity. In fact, you asked a very important question about who my brother is supporting, and I love the way you answered it. And personally, I would say I support 18. Whoever wins, we want the betterment of S.R.C. So all the best to students and all the best to the aspirants as well.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for your time with Kampusstyle. We are still inside Koforidua looking at the S.R.C. general election. Still inside Koforidua. We just speak to 1 or 2 persons and then we'll go back to just need to.
Alright, so I've just spotted another student politician who has followed student politics for quite a number of years now inside the Koforidua Technical University. So I'll just have some short words with him. Thank you so much for having time for us.
Thank you.
Okay, so this particular season has been happening almost every year. Every year we experience such things, and then I can follow that for last year and then this year you have strongly followed the elections. Do you see any improvement as comparing last year and then this year's elections?
I wouldn't say there's any improvement. I would say it's almost the same thing, the same procedure all the time. With their time, they don't go by their time. That's what I would say. And what should I say again? Where they placed the election to was not favorable for some candidates, because placing it on Saturday, some people actually wouldn't be able to come to campus. But I would say the good side of it is that at least they allowed the weekend students, that's the BTech student and the weekend student, to also take part in the voting. So I think that's the part that I'll give them a plus. That's the part that I'll give them a plus.
Okay, yeah. And following this year's election so well, do you have a particular candidate you are running behind?
Oh yes, I am for Safo Kantanka Obed. He's aspiring for a presidential candidate, and also Nicola Apia.
Okay.
Yes, for PRO. Okay. And I'm hoping everyone they go. I'm hoping for the best for them, that everything will be successful this year. Okay. And I know they have worked. We have really worked. Okay. You understand? Because when you get to the grounds, we have really worked, because we have politicians, gurus in the team. Okay. And that's how Safo Kantanka created it. So everything is going to be successful this year for Safo Kantanka and Nicola Apia.
Alright, so rooting behind Safo Kantanka. Why Safo Kantanka? Because I record there are about 8 candidates contesting for the presidency. So why Safo Kantanka?
You see, me before I follow anyone, okay, immediately you come to me, I need a push. I need to see that just you are really ready for the work. So what I'll do is I'll waste your time a little. So when you keep calling me, I will just be rejecting you. I wouldn't mind you. When you keep WhatsApping me, I won't mind you. But what I saw in Safo was, Safo came to my door and said, Van Dam, I need your help. Then I was like, oh really? Then I was like, sit down, let's talk. Give me your policies. As at first semester, Safo was having policies down there. Then I was like, give me your policies. Safo gave me policies. Then I was like, whoa, good. Then why don't I follow you? Because I follow people because of policy, not because of departmental, okay. Not because he's my friend, okay. But I listen to policies to follow.
All right, so what are some of the policies Safo and his team have got for the student body?
Okay, he has something like S.R.C. Buame Fund, okay. Whereby he'll be taking fund from NGOs and private companies to help students who can genuinely pay their school fees. Okay. Yes, genuinely can pay their school fees. Okay. And you know, here's the case that there are a lot of students on campus who are not being able to pay their school fees and they are being deferred. You understand? Safo Kantanka, because he thinks about the students' welfare, he thought that no, why don't I go and see these NGOs, talk to them and ask them whether they can give me something to support the students. And NGOs are ready to support us. And he also thought of the securities of students, you understand? And he saw that whenever it's getting to examination week, students are mostly robbed. So he has taken it upon himself that the school is having an S.R.C. bus. Why don't we use the S.R.C. bus as a shuttle? You understand? Whereby there's a time period from 10. The bus will be available to convey students to their various hostels, okay. For free. Right. He is thinking about students. He said police visibility on campus is very poor. Mm-hmm. He's going to make sure police visibility on campus is going to be favorable and good to students. Okay. Registration is never favorable to students. Safo Kantanka said he's going to make sure registration is favorable, okay. And friendly, okay. To students.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So my final question, what are your expectations for this particular elections, especially when we have received quite a number of injunctions, students complaining about the process, saying that there are unconstitutional activities going on? What are your expectations? Do you think after this election we are not going to receive any forms of grievances, any forms of complaints?
Oh no, I believe that whatever that comes, okay, all the candidates should just take it like that. Okay. You understand? Even I always say national election, them cry. Sometimes it's not true and fair.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it happens everywhere.
Okay.
So I'm hoping for the best, and I'm hoping that after the election it will be just peaceful, and no one is going to say that I'm taking the school to court or something like that.
Okay.
It should just be peaceful, and let's all take it in good faith.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What was going to be your reaction when your candidates do not win?
I wouldn't react, but he's going to win.
Right.
There's a rest assurance. Okay. So Safo Kantanka is going to win, and Nicola Apiatu is going to win this year. I'm not going to say that what will be my reaction, then that means there's a possibility they will lose. No.
Okay.
Possibility of them winning is very high. Yes.
But then it is elections. Anything can happen. We can't trust the electorates.
One thing about Africans is we always put faith down. I work with faith. So I will say that my faith will let them.
Alright, so still inside Koforidua Technical University, covering their S.R.C general elections. I have with me here beautiful ladies, and I don't know who they are rallying behind. We'll just talk to them, know who they are for, and then their expectations for today. Let me start from my left. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
What's your name, please?
Esther.
Esther. Esther, you have a candidate you are supporting.
Yeah.
Who are you rallying behind today?
Marie.
Marie. For what position?
S.R.C president.
Why Marie? Is it because Marie is a lady and you are also a lady, or there are other special things about Marie that is making you support her?
Yeah, I've seen some good qualities about her, and that's I'm supporting her.
Okay, so I'll come back and then ask about the qualities you've seen in Marie. Let me go to my Obroni here. Hello.
Hello.
Your name, please?
I'm Nihad.
You are?
Nihad.
Nihad?
Yeah.
Okay, Nihad, I presume you are also from Marie?
Yes,
so
please.
it's Marie here today. Why Marie?
Because she's capable of.
Because she's capable of. Not because she's a woman?
No, please.
Not because you are a woman?
No, please.
But you feel Marie is capable
yes,
of.
Please.
Aside presidency, do you have any other portfolio and then someone you are rallying behind?
Let me say, okay, organizer.
Organizer, who are you for?
Black Bright.
Black Bright. Yeah. Why Black Bright?
Because he's also capable, and I know he can do the work.
Okay, okay, I'll get back to you. Let me come to my right. Hello.
Hi.
Your name?
I'm Abigail.
Abigail?
Yeah.
I presume you are also from Marie?
Sure, 100%.
Fantastic. So why Marie?
Marie because she has the leadership skills and she's fit for the job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so apart from presidency, the other portfolios, you have secretary, you have women's commissioner, you have organizer, you have the welfare officer. Do you have any other person you are rallying behind?
No, please.
So today you are all in for Marie?
Yes.
Okay, so to my far right, hello.
Hello.
And you are?
I'm Harriet.
Harriet?
Yes, please.
Harriet, you are also from Marie?
Yes.
You also think Marie is capable, that is why?
It's not I think, I trust and believe.
Trust Marie is capable?
Yes.
Okay, and then apart from presidency, other portfolios do you have?
I support others, but I don't think I have to say it here.
Okay, so today you are for Marie.
Yeah.
Now, should Marie lose the elections, how are you going to react to it?
I won't be sad, but I'll be disappointed though. But the interesting thing will be for we paving way for all ladies, because I heard a lady wanted to contest, but I think because of the support and then the courage, it was not that improving. So we paving the way as a team and they're supporting her. I think the other generation will also have that courage to follow up.
All right.
Yes.
You are
Abigail.
Abigail, what program are you reading?
Marketing.
So how are you going to use the marketing skills today to make noise for your candidate?
Okay, I'm going to go around with her flyers to convince people to vote for her.
Okay.
Yes, and then if possibly, if they ask of her some of her policies, exactly. I'll be able to read some out too.
Okay, all right. And my lady here too, should the unexpected happen, that Marie do not come out as winner, how do you react to it?
Oh, actually, I'll be sad, but we give thanks to God.
Okay. What year are you in?
First year.
First year. Do you have visions to also follow Marie's footsteps, hopefully next year?
Sure.
So next year we should expect you contesting for S.R.C president?
God willing.
God willing. Okay. And then finally, what program are you also reading?
Graphic design.
Graphic design. So I presume you designed Marie's flies for her?
Yes, please.
You were the one who designed it?
I wasn't the one. It was one of my classmates. So I can say I'm also part.
Okay. Massive. Do you also have visions for S.R.C positions?
No, please.
Why?
it's not like I don't have the talent or I don't have the capabilities in doing it. I can, but just that I don't want it.
Alright, so you support people you think they are capable of?
Yes, please.
Alright, so next year we are very positive that you bring another candidate.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, thank you ladies for your time. So this is still Kampusstyle covering the Koforidua Technical University S.R.C. general elections. We are still inside Koforidua Technical University, and then we'll be with you for the next 8 to 10 hours as stated earlier. My name still is Jake.
The day is still young and we are here with low-key business, one most important personality on campus. So low-key, how are you feeling today?
I'm a bit tense, but I know with God all things are possible.
Okay, who are you supporting amongst the president?
I can't tell because I'm an aspirant myself. I'm partners with Blablight for S.R.C organizer, so I can't actually tell who is not supposed to be done.
Why Blab, right? Why are you aspiring with him?
Okay, so initially I was supposed to go on myself, like I was also supposed to like vie for the position, but then he was my friend, so we decided to come together. And then he has been in the school for long, he's already been in the school for a long time, so I decided that okay fine, if he's been in the school for longer than I have, then we should join places. So we joined places and then we are a team now.
So out there, what are some of your policies?
Okay, so we are planning to bring about the food bazaar, and then as you already know, Bright, he's a musician, and then if you know me, I've been on. I coordinate most of the artists that come to the school. I coordinated Tulenke and the others, and previous years I've worked with Buju, I've worked with Kojolama. That's what I do. And Bright is also a musician already, so he's already got the people, and we think we can work together.
Thank you very much. So, you see, today being Saturday voting, you know most of the students are not going to be on campus to vote. So, what did you do about this?
Okay, so we've developed strategies like, getting a bus that's at the last minute, and also trying to like infiltrate through the presidency's buses and their sources of like trying to bring people to campus. And then besides, we also have some people that you can call your day one who are already like dying to be here to vote for you. Like we have the Animal Kingdom and people here. Yeah.
So what if at the end of the day the results comes out and then you don't win? What are you going to do, or how are you going to feel?
There's one thing about me, I don't accept defeat. I've never lost and I'll never lose.
Okay, I like your vim. Thank you very much. Okay, so comparing this year's election to last year's election, which one is the best?
Of course, there are more numbers on campus. There were more numbers on campus compared to today, because today is a weekend, and then some people go home on the weekend, and because like today is a Saturday and all, like it's gonna be tight. Bringing people here to vote for you will be tight, but if 10 people vote and 6 people vote for someone, it's still a win. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best today, and then have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, so it's about 5:15 inside the eastern part of Ghana, specifically the Koforidua Technical University, as we cover their S.R.C. general elections. Now, we've been here since morning. We have recorded quite a number of instances, and then behind me you can see students queued up to cast their votes even when it is 5 o'clock. Now, information reaching us is that because elections did not start earlier, it is possible that the closing time would be extended. I am still inside Koforidua Technical University as we see students over here casting their vote. Now, we recorded that systems went down because of power fluctuations, but now system is back on, and then you can see behind me students flowing to cast in their vote. I've got with me here some aspirants. I'll call to have some words with them. With me here is the aspirant, the only male aspirant for the office of the S.R.C. PRO. So I would invite him over here, and then we can have a word with him. All right, thank you so much for having time with us, please.
Thank you so much. I'm doing well.
Now, we've had elections for about 6 hours already. What is the feeling like?
Well, the feeling is so great, but the pressure is still there. We are hoping for the best.
Okay, you think you have put in measures to help you emerge as winner for the portfolio you are contesting for?
Well, it's in the hands of God, and we are just looking forward to that.
So far so good. You think everything is going as planned?
Exactly.
All right. So you have some words for your viewers over there.
Well, please, thank you so much. I'm really grateful for the support so far. So let's set the bar higher to achieve this great dream. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, gentlemen. Yes. So that was Ernest Derry contesting for the office of the S.R.C. PRO. Still inside Koforidua Technical University. My name is Jake, and I report live for Kampusstyle. Okay, so I just spotted the president for one particular faculty inside the university. He's here with us. We would invite him and then ask him some few questions. Thank you so much for having time with Kampusstyle.
Thank you.
What's your name, please?
Wachiyado Mimano, sir.
Wachiyado Mimano. We record that you are president for a particular faculty.
Yeah, Faculty of Applied Science and Technology.
Okay, so Faculty of Applied Science and Technology. Wachiyado is one of the renowned politicians here on campus, known for making controversial statements in the General Assembly, fighting so much for the interest of the students. More also, he is one person who contested for a position last year. Now, what is your take on this particular year's elections?
Well, I believe that what we did last year has paved the way for a lot of students to contest. In fact, they've seen the beauty of democracy, and then they want to also share their views and then their ideas. But looking at the way they are voting, it could tell you that yes, the students are willing to elect people who will represent them at various stages of life. Yes.
All right. Being a member of the General Assembly and then being the president of your faculty, what measures have you contributed to put in place to make sure that this particular election will be free and fair?
Yeah, the only thing is that, you see, we had a faculty week, and because of this very election, we had a trip today, so I have to come in and then cancel the trip so that everybody will come and then vote. The best thing is that go vote peacefully and then come down. You understand? So if all the mechanisms are in place, the processes are all well observed, I don't think there's anything that, I think my only problem has got to do with the fact that the queue is too lengthy, I think, for a school like ATU. At least we should have some sort of various polling stations where different faculties could vote, or different centers that students could vote. But because if you look at the time that the system went down, it was as a result of the tense pressure coming in. You understand? So I believe that they should learn from this, and then the next administration try to fix things out.
Okay. Yes, sir. Let me ask this question. Do you have a particular candidate you are rallying behind?
Well, you see, I'm an inspiration to a lot of aspirants. And when you go to Jinut, there is one, Clement Asamoah is my faculty PRO. We have Abubakar Sinyaku is my department vice president. In fact, he's my vice president. I'm the department vice president, and he's the vice. So you could understand that's a thing. It is there. I don't have a particular, what do you call it, aspirant, but my interest is somewhere within Jinut, because I contested for Jinut. So that is it. And all of them are my people. Boachi, for my namesake, I really like him, all of them. So we are hoping that the best student or the best candidate wins. That's all we are hoping for.
All right.
Yeah.
And then your final words to our viewers.
Yes, we thank everybody, and then this is Koforidua Technical University. After all, this is what we've got, and we believe that time to come, we make the best out of the best. In fact, we thank you all.
Thank you so much for your time with Kampusstyle. Thank you so much. So, lovely viewers, this is still Koforidua Technical University S.R.C. General Elections, and then we are still on giving you live updates as and when things happen inside this particular premises. This is Kampusstyle. Still stay tuned.
Alright, you are here with one of the aspirants, Hajia, vying for the position of the S.R.C. Bukom. Hajia, a little intro about yourself.
I'm Rukaya Abubakar, aspiring for S.R.C. Women's Commissioner. I'm reading Environmental Management and Technology, Faculty of Built and Natural Environment. Thank you.
Okay. How is your feeling today?
Oh, it's kind of cool, normal. It's normal.
Okay, so what is your fate? How do you feel about today's election? How sure are you're actually going to win this position?
Oh, everything is in the hands of Allah. That's good. So if anything happens, any result at all, I'm cool with it. But I know for sure I'm going to win. For sure.
Okay, I know you've heard about this system software that some of the votes counts for other people, though they are voting for you. I know you know about that, right?
Yeah, I do.
So what did you do about it?
Yesterday we had a piloting and we tried interview the guy, the software guy, but he said there's nothing of that sort. So me, I'm an engineering student. I don't know, but those doing the networking and the science way, like there is something called bug. But me being an engineering, I don't know. But then the software developer said there's nothing of that such. It's like nothing of that nature is in the software. So we are just hoping for the best.
Okay, so comparing this year's election to last year's election, which of them do you think is more effective?
In fact, last year I wasn't an aspirant. I was just a voter. I just came to vote, so I didn't see the heat of it. But this, in fact, I don't know what to say. But then it's going on well.
But then you see the voting has been shifted to Saturday, and then you know most students won't really come to campus on a weekend to come and vote. So what did you do? What did you do about it? How did you get your people to come here to vote for you?
Dear, it's headache. Shifting the election to Saturday is headache for most of we the aspirant. But then, for you to get your voters, for you to get your supporters, you have to put in more energy by you going to them, talking to them. Even if in the essence of conveying, you just convey them with car, whatever that you would do possibly for them to come, you have to do it. Because you want them to vote for you and you want the win. So you don't have to sit back and just say, I'm in a comfortable lead, so therefore I'm sitting. You have to do everything possible for them to come and vote for you.
So what if at the end of the day the results comes out and then you say you didn't win? Who would you put the blame on, or what would you put the blame on? Would you say is it because it's the voting was shifted to a Saturday, or any other reasons?
I initially told you that if any result at all, I'm cool with it, and it's Allah who crowns someone. You can even shift the election to even Sunday, whatever day that they are going to vote. If only you are the winner, the thing is already declared by Allah. So that one there's no two doubts about that. Any result at all, but I know for sure I'm winning. Yeah.
Thank you very much. What she said is actually true, is the truth. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best, and then you have a wonderful day. Thank you. The name is still Matilda Dalali reporting for Kampusstyle. It's been over 10 hours now and the voting is still ongoing here in Koforidua Technical University. So far there's been some kind of controversies, but yet still it's going on. I'd like to interview some of the students to find out what's actually going on, so stay with me. Alright, as said earlier, I'd like to interview some of the students to see what's actually going on here. What's your name, please?
Abidin from Get Fun.
And you?
Kwame Jarasari, Legless.
Okay, how long have you been here since morning?
Almost the whole day. Yeah.
Okay, have you voted yet?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so among the presidents, who are you supporting?
To be really honest, number one is the one that I do like. I just like Sakot. I just like Katanka very well. So he's the one that I did go in for.
Why Kantaka?
I'm looking at his policies and his personality per se. I think he's the right man for the job.
Okay, so what about you? What are you supporting?
The same thing.
Why him?
Their policies.
What are some of the policies?
What
are some of his policies?
Oh, bringing about the school system, changing some stuff in the school system. Yeah.
If I should ask the organizers, who did you vote for?
J Flip.
J Flip. Why J Flip?
Besides him being my friend, I also like his policies. Yeah.
So earlier on, there were some kind of controversies going on. Can we know what actually went on?
Well, I don't really know about that.
Okay, yeah, there was some kind of controversies going around there. I don't know what's happened.
Yeah. You know, the EC commissioners didn't do that much. The security man was also not okay with us. You know, we were crowded. So, like, people didn't get that much space to exercise their votes. Me, per se, like, I was stranded that much. I even lost my wristwatch. You understand? So, like, I think per se, yeah, even till now, you can even see from there, it's very, very, very crowded, and I think maybe a good measure should be placed for the next elections.
Okay, so comparing this year's elections to last year's election, which one do you think is more effective?
Well, I think this year is more effective because the turnout is much more than last year.
So I can see you have faith that Suffolk and Taka will come out as the winner.
Oh yeah.
I thank you very much for your time. I hope you have a good evening. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Alright, so still inside Koforidua Technical University, and I have with me here an aspirant for the position of the male organizer. How are you doing, sir?
Charlie, I'm doing good, boss.
Okay, I can see very much that you are very stressed out. But then what are your expectations since it is getting closer to the finish line?
As you can see, Charlie, every warrior, every battalion goes in the war with the intentions to win. So, Charlie, we are out here waiting for the results to be declared, and then I hope, and then with God, I hope, Charlie, I'll be declared the winner.
Okay, so do you believe positively that you have put in all the measures to be the next male organizer?
Oh yes, I've put in most of the measures. In fact, all. And also, Charlie, we've worked hard, we've campaigned hard. So it's now lies the vote or the choosing or the election of the leader now rests in the hands of the electorate.
Alright, so now you are saying that you have worked. Does that mean that should results be declared and then you are not declared winner, you would have issues with the process?
Oh, after results have been declared and I'm not declared a winner, still life goes on because you can't. That wasn't the main reason why you came. You came to here to learn. So if it's declared and then I do not win, I'll just, Charlie, it will be painful though, but Charlie, you just have to close the hatchet and then, Charlie, bury the hatchet and Charlie, you learn hard and then, Charlie.
Alright, and then after school, do you have intentions to continue this political career or you would be looking at other occupations?
Oh, we will combine everything. We will continue with the political work and then also, Charlie, other works. We will look everywhere.
Alright. Okay, so thank you so much. I hear your name is J Flip. Is that your real name?
No, my real name is Jeffrey S.R.C, but people prefer to call me J Flip.
Alright, so thank you so much, Mr. Jeffrey, for honoring our invitation to the show.
You're welcome. Thanks.
So we are still inside Koforidua Technical University covering the S.R.C general elections for the 2019-2020 academic year. Now behind me you can see that as time goes on, the number keeps on decreasing in the queue. And so very soon we are going to declare the winners so that we know the next leaders for the 2019-2020 academic year for the Koforidua Technical University. Still reporting live from the eastern part of the country, Koforidua Technical University specifically. My name is Jake.
So we're still on the case of the general election in Koforidua Technical University. I'd like to interact with one of the students to see what's going on. What's up with you?
Well, I'm cool, you know.
How have you feeling been since morning?
Very energetic and enthusiastic environment, you know. The students are interested, and though the vote is not going as expected, but I think it's cool. So we are waiting for the final results.
So have you voted yet?
I have.
And amongst the presidents, who would you support?
Well, actually, I'm a campaign manager for Casper, Team 5, the High 5 team. So they're actually waiting that.
Okay, why him?
You said?
Why Casper?
Well, Casper brought up a lot of policies. So you remember Casper did make mention of 2 gig per student, for monthly. Casper thought it was wise, like copying from the other traditional universities like Tech, UCC, you know, they are giving students 2 gig of data out from the S.R.C dues. So it being best practices being practiced around the country, we thought KTU also deserve better. So giving each student 2 gig per month out of S.R.C dues is quite with all my votes, yeah.
What if the one you're supporting wins, and then with this 2 gig thing he doesn't accomplish it? What are you going to do? How are you going to feel?
Well, as I said, I'm actually part of the campaign. I might say I'm the self-acclaimed campaign manager, and we have worked on it, so we know what we're talking about. We've written letter to the HR of MTN Koforidua. We made series and sequence of personal meetings with him, and they have assured us that they will deliver to us. So we're doing our best.
By the end of today, the results comes out, and then the one you are supporting doesn't win. What would you put the blame on, or what would you say about it?
Well, that is democracy. That's the beauty of it. Everybody has his own mind and decision. So you vote who you prefer, who the message actually you loved or you understood it better. So you're not here to force anyone to succumb to our will. It's democracy, and this is the lowest form of it. So I'm cool. We will be all right with any person who come out, but I'm optimistic my candidate will win.
I see you are much more concerned about Caspar. Apart from him, which other portfolio do you most support?
Well, I supported for the organizer because one is from my class, the other one is also a very close friend of mine. So,
which of them?
Well, Jeff Philip is from my class, Brad Bright is also a friend. But who I voted for, it's personal. I'll keep that one to myself.
All right. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good evening. And right.
All right, so I've just identified one of the members of the Electoral Commission. Let us just have a short word with him and then we move on from there. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Senior.
So far, so good. Sure. What is your role in the Electoral Commission?
I'm the Election Director.
Elections Director. Now, we recorded that the election did not commence at the time that you gave out to students. What was the issue?
It was some small technical issues and some regulations. That's why we couldn't start it. But I think everything is on course now.
All right. So at what time do we expect all votings to be done so results can be declared?
As at now, we've cut off the intake. So if those people who are voting right now, if they finish, voting is done.
Okay. Yeah. And then you think you have put in all the necessary measures to make sure
everything is in place.
Security,
everything is in place. You can see, you can test the fact that even there is more pressure, but you are still enjoying and challenging.
Okay. Sure. And then another thing is that students have complained just within this latter part that there has been power fluctuations, system going on and off, and then people voting for students who are not around.
It's a hearsay. It's a perception. Nobody has proven it, so it's just it's part of those things. People just say anything they like. But as I'm a IT student and I know what the system is, I've been checking everything, so probably Charlie, everything is going on course. There is nothing like that. It's just perception and people are just saying what they like.
Okay. So students are very much whatever be the case, everything is going to be fair.
Everything is free and fair. Everything is free and fair.
All right. Thank you so much for having time with Kampusstyle. Thank you so much. All right. So that was the Director of Elections for the Student Representative Council Electoral Commission, and then he has stated clearly that whatever misunderstandings we are having are just hearsays. Everything is under control. Still inside Koforidua Technical University, this is the annual S.R.C. Elections 2019-2020 academic year. Okay, so we are inside Koforidua Technical University, and then we have a gentleman here who is going to give us updates on the misunderstandings we are having here. Thank you so much for having us on Kampusstyle. Please, what's your name and then your role over here?
My name is Edmond Homezi and I'm a polling agent for Samira to Hassan, aspiring for the General Secretary.
Okay, so we've heard so many students making this brouhaha about the fact that there has been an overvoting. What is the actual issue?
For now, the total number of votes on our calculation is 2,631. But on the screen here it's 2,630. So that's brought a whole lot of misunderstanding because 2,631 people were verified. But then it appears on the screen as 2,630.
Okay, so we have got 2,631 students verified to vote.
Yes.
But then at the end of the day, we have only 2,630 students voting.
Yes.
That means just one student did not vote, even after verification.
It looks as though it's something that's like after the shutdown of the system and it came back. That's how come the thing is short. Because 2,631 voted, but on the screen it's 2,630. So where has the one passed?
Okay, so have we recorded a vote more than what you have or a vote less than what you have?
A vote less.
Less?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so what is the decision or what is the stance of the polling agents over here right now?
They are like, they won't agree if they don't find that one more vote to be added to the one on the screen.
Okay, so if there is no agreement to that effect, that means the entire election is going to be nullified.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so thank you so much for having time with us. Thank you so much. We so much appreciate it. So this is updates from whatever thing is happening inside the Koforidua Technical University campus. We record that 2,631 students were verified to vote. But then at the end of the day, we are recording just 2,630 students voting. That means one student could not access his or her vote. Stay tuned as Kampusstyle brings you more updates from Koforidua Technical University S.R.C. General Elections.
and welfare officer. Adolfo and Kuma Amelia had 1,528 votes. Yvonne Prime had 962 votes. So Adolfo and Kuma Amelia elected as health and welfare officer. Now we move to the position of main organizer. Main organizer, Bright Akins, 1008. Alex Esiebu in Japan, 249. Ofori Emmanuel Adakwa, 100. Jeffrey Kisi Asante, 1145. Public Relations Officer, PRO. Jonathan Igbe, 60. Tiago Yawa the Beta Chrysler, 525. Nicholas Apia, 1275. The next position is Women's Commissioner. Women's Commissioner. Awatiga Victoria had 654 votes. Rukia Abubakar, 1123. Abigail Anchi, 767. Finance officer. Finance officer. Into Kofi Benjamin, 1090. Party Osakuno Abraham, 1351. The winner is Party Osakuno Abraham. Secretary, the position of secretary. Joanna Adom Afriye, 1010. Samira to Hassan, 1428. The winner is Samira to Hassan. The position of the Nude Ambassador. The Nude Ambassador. Omare Isaac Ado, 615. Weber Fosiaku, 473. Richard Edubuache, 738. Clement Asabua, 647. The winner is Richard Edubuache. Now the president. Accord a fear Magdalene, 257. Obey Edu, 156. Benton Emmanuel, position of president is Papa Kankanta. Amen. We are grateful to you. Please, all the winners should come forward for introduction. All the winners should come and line here for official introduction. Chairman of Election Committee, can you come here and stand in for the president? It seems the president is not available, but his absence should not hold us back. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Electoral Commission and in my capacity as the returning officer for these elections, I officially declare these people as the newly elected executive for Koforidua Technical University. Thank you very much.